You who so plod amid serious things that you feel it shameful to give yourself up to mirth and joyousness. You who think that life hath naught to do with innocent laughter that can harm no one. This story is not for you. For I tell you plainly that if you follow us into this land, you will be scandalized by seeing good, sober folks of real history so frisk and jubilant in gay colors and motley that you would not know them but for their names. But this country is not fairyland. 'Tis the land of fancy, and 'tis of that pleasant kind that when you tire of it, you rise and leave this place, and 'tis gone. So you may return to everyday life with no harm done.
There you are, darling.
Hi, darling. Still here, much to my chagrin. I swear this grain bag gets heavier every year.
But that cannot be. Your sack is smaller than it has ever been before.
Well, perhaps it's getting more dense.
Oh, the only thing getting more dense is you, darling.
But I don't feel it. I'm getting old and thin. And by the by, where is that son of ours, darling?
Still off questing to rescue Prince Richard, darling. King Richard.
I wasn't really asking for new information, darling. I was just asking to complain.
Of course. Of course, darling.
Yep, that's them. I can tell by their pathetic countenance.
Oh, so you can tell the peasants apart.
What have I told you, young Will Scarlet? You best watch that cheeky mouth of yours or I'll lay on you again.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help having two cheeks.
Too many. We're here to do a job and do it well, lest the sheriff give us a fine lashing. They owe taxes. We're here to collect. So stuff the widitude, draw the sword, or your own debts won't be forgiven.
Yes, it's this or the cell, as you want to remind me. I'll be your man as much as I can, if only for father and mother.
Keep that attitude and you'll never make it out of your station. What have I been telling you? Above and beyond, lad. Above and beyond. Do you want to end up like this lot? Or do you want your family to keep that roof over their heads?
Let's get this done.
Maybe you are learning. Mr. and Mrs. Thin Wheat. How do we do this morning?
Fine until just now.
Darling!
You are citizens of the realm, and by law, you owe taxes.
Taxes, begging your pardon, you haven't paid.
Pay with what? You taxed us, and you taxed us again. So much so we can't afford help for our farm to earn more coin for your damnable taxes.
Darling!
You've already taxed our income. Now you're taxing our homes and our purchases. You've taxed us coming and you've taxed us going. How is that fair?
Oh, how's this for fair?
Stop it!
Prince John is your lord. You are the worker. It's fair that he sets the taxes, and it's fair that you pay them. There's no fair outside of that.
Just give us the 5 shilling, and we'll be on our way. You'll be all right. You have friends and family.
Easy for you to say. They've already taxed our friends and family. Where are we to get the shillings?
We know you have the shillings. The hayfields paid you last week, so go get it, or this gets ugly.
Please, that's all we have left. How are we to plant the next harvest? Doesn't Prince John know he's taken too much?
You see, Will, this is the thing about these peasant types. They just don't know their place. Sir, tell the woman to keep her trap shut!
And who are you to hound everyone? And you, young Will, you used to be such a good boy. Look at you now. Look at you both, villains.
Oh, hey, didn't you hear? They said they can't pay now.
Idiots! They all say that! You have a lot to learn. So you do it.
What?
They're going to do anything they can to get out of it, so we have to do everything we can to get it. So show me how you're going to perform your duty to Prince John. Or do I have to tell the sheriff that your family is unfit for service?
Please, ma'am, you better just pay up.
Your mother and father would be so ashamed of you right now.
Do you think I have a choice? None of us do. This is the way of things. No more games.
How about I play around? Good morning, ma'am. Mind if I cut in?
Robin Hood, you vile criminal!
If your laws call this thievery just, I'd say you're guilty for following them.
Slice that smirk off your face!
I could use a trim off the top, but I need a much better barber. You're too slow, too dull, no style at all.
Stop dancing around and fight me!
So your wit is as dull as your blade. Very well, let's rid you of that. You'll need a weapon if you'd like to fight, though that one didn't seem to do you much good. Oh! No! You're supposed to keep the weapon in your hand. Shall we try it again until you get it right?
What are you doing, man? Fight him! I'll get the shillies.
Run, Tinweeds! Run!
You think you'll get past me?
Soon enough.
You'll regret taking me lightly. I am Will Scarlet. Mark the name.
Nice to meet you. I presume you already know who I am.
Your ego precedes you.
I'm sure you've heard my stories at bedtime.
Come on, then, I'm no child.
No, you only behave like one. But be careful. This game's for real. You may just get hurt.
I'll make you eat those words and the dust.
I'm not very hungry. Ha! But here's another serving for you.
And here's your just desserts.
Oh. No, thank you. I'm watching my figure.
Perhaps you should watch your footwork.
But I know every step of this dance.
How's this for a fine move?
You skipped too many rehearsals.
Your choreography is second rate.
Hard to find good talent these days. But you, young sir, you have some real skill. Perhaps I can make something of you yet.
Why would I join your little sideshow?
You are far too talented for such a small role in the sheriff's production.
I'm not in it for the fame.
Yes. And you'll go on saying all the lines they want, doing all the blocking, until one day you find that when the curtain falls, there's no applause and no mercy.
Well, bravo! But show's over. Drop the swords!
Fair play. Seems you've won in the end, Mr. Will Scarlet.
What are you doing, boy? Pick up the damn swords! Hurry up!
So this is the king's justice, eh? Hard to say I've seen it portrayed quite so vividly before.
Oh, we'll have justice, all right. Right now! What are you doing, boy? Cut down the criminal!
As you wish.
You son of a...
Justice prevails! Oh, I didn't doubt you for a second, lad.
Oh, what have I done?
So you do have a bit of courage left in you. I thought it had all drained out from the men in these parts.
We're not done yet. Well, Mr. Will Scarlet, I'm afraid you're an outlaw now, too. It seems we have a lot in common.
Darling!
It was young Will who saved me.
I can tolerate these evil deeds no longer. But my family. Where shall we go?
Sherwood Forest. The hills and dales and glades and brooks hide my people well. And there's plenty for you and yours if you'll join us.
Into the greenwoods. To live as outlaws?
To live as men.
And so, Robin's troop began to grow, from a motley crew into a true family, living off the Lord's country in the greenwood, taking from the corrupt nobles to give to the people, defending the weak and the downtrodden, and bringing hope throughout the land through song and tales of adventure. But there were more hardy fellows to be gathered from across the countryside.
That's actually hilarious. That's hilarious. Now, there's a lusty infant, tall and broad as an oak, yet sullen and drunk as a fish. Perhaps our smiles and giggles might be enough to enkindle that smothered fire within his breast, eh?
Now, Robin, you should know better than to tease such a surly man in what must be a foul mood.
Oh, much. If I stopped smiling at every frown, I'd never smile again in this age. I desire more tomfoolery. Nay, I demand it.
Who is this gay man traipsing across my bridge?
Excuse me, sir? Traipsing? I thought it was more of a saunter. A saunter.
Yeah.
Shut up! Hasn't anybody ever told you not to tease a surly man in a foul mood?
Well, I think someone had said that at some point. But, sir, you're in our way. And what's worse, I'm sorry to say, the dourness of your countenance threatens the gayness of our mood. And I'm delighted to say that I find such dismay intolerable on such a fine day.
Fine? Fine? What's so fine about this day? Or this country, for that matter? I've had everything taken from me except this bridge, which I built with my own two hands. Who the hell are you to be so jolly? And who the hell are you to speak to me thusly? This is my bridge, and I'll give you your lumps for stepping on it.
Well, very well. Perhaps a fight is what you need to sober up, huh?
No, Robin, that's not fair.
What?
No, that's not fair.
No, wait.
He's got a stick and you've got a sword.
Well, that's true. You know, a true gentleman would...
Yes. A true gentleman. I understand. One moment. Thank you much. You two are conspiring against me. Very well. Let's be blunt with each other.
You idiot. You're holding it all wrong.
What?
Lower this end. Straighten up your shoulders. There you go. Oh, and stand up while you're at it.
Oh, very clever. Very clever. Yes, it's very funny. But I won't fall for such a dirty trick again.
Still smiling, eh? Well, how about you? So you have used the staff before. No wonder you're such a saucy fellow.
You're a spicy boy yourself.
Block this.
What?
You are done for, my friend.
No, Will. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Needed a bath anyway.
Oh, won't you just give up? I've made a fool of you twice already.
I don't need your help with that, my friend. Lay on.
What are you laughing at, you feckless dibby?
Why, I'm laughing at you, my friend. So dour and yet so cute. So big and yet so small, like an upset babe.
I knocked your skull clean off.
Oh, better be careful. Oh, watch out. Watch out. I'm afraid I've made your bridge all wet.
Help me, I can't swim.
Oh. Here, grab my hand. Come on.
Thank you. Still you laugh. Well, you really are an imbecile. I feel bad if I was to kill you.
I feel bad for you to kill me too. Oh, ma'am. Here.
Who are you, stranger?
I'm Robin Hood. Nice to meet you.
I figured. Of course you're Robin Hood. The name's John. John Little.
Little? Your name is John Little? No wonder you're so grumpy.
Better watch that mouth of yours.
I could use someone like you around to watch it for me. A large, fit man, full of strength and skill. But, oh, well, never mind.
What? Never mind.
I apologize. I'd almost forgotten. Your entire life is this little, tiny bridge. Come, friends. Adventure, honor, and revelry await. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, come on. Just Coming, Little John?
That's better.
The more the merrier, as they say. But no band of men would last without the guidance of grace.
Oh?
A holy man, hard at work spreading the gospel in his dreams.
Looks like he's got a whole spread he's munched through.
The poor people starve, and yet this friar seems content with his little picnic. Boys, are you feeling a little peckish?
I could use a bite.
I could always eat.
Gold. And he's armed.
Ah, perhaps he isn't a friar at all, but a bandit. Blessed are the hungry, for they shall be fed. Or something like that. But you would know best, wouldn't you, Father?
Who are you? Thieves! Come to steal my donations!
I am a thief, it's true. But you, my rotund friend, seem to be eating well on the fat of the lamb. Tell me, where did you get such a fine feast?
Don't you give it back! Don't!
I think you've had quite enough, my friend.
Zelko, I will have you know that is for the poor and the starving!
Oh, and you're neither. Fess up, you're a thief.
I am not. I am Friar Tuck. I was going to take those donations to the next town where I would give them to the poor, and I don't have to explain myself to you brigands.
I'm afraid you do.
Why cart this whole mess around when there's hungry people in churches in every town?
Don't, there's too many of the sheriff's folk and too many bad folks in the other town. And the one before. Oh, they take everything. Always a share, a tax to be paid, and they all go along with it, even the other priests. And when I tried to say something, they laughed at me. So I did what any noble man would do, and I took those donations, and I tried to find a more worthy parish. But I couldn't find one in this whole realm.
No one worthy enough, eh? And I suppose my poor, starving, adorable men are too far beneath you as well.
Don't give me back my donations! And leave me be, for God's sake!
No, I don't think I will.
God.
We'll take those donations for ourselves since you won't find anyone who's worthy enough. You're welcome.
But it's for the poor! You can't!
And who's going to stop us, eh? You?
I wouldn't stand a chance against a lot of you.
Yes, that's right. Very well. Now get on all fours.
What?
Get on all fours.
I don't,
Oh, you see, I don't like to walk whilst I eat. So if I'm going to eat all of your donations, I'll have to ride you like a donkey to the next town. So you know what to do. Down.
Why, I never, you dirty, rotten scoundrel!
Well, come on. You can go faster than that. The food's go bad by the time we make it home.
I have had enough of you louts! How dare you treat me? How dare you treat anyone like this?
Well. Are you sure you would like to resist? After all, I'm the one with a sword. Hungry for combat at last.
I've got this stale loaf of bread, too, if that's what it takes.
Well, come on, then. It's over, Friar. I've sliced your weapon into delicious little pieces.
Well, that was just the appetizer.
Stop! Enough! I'm full. I promise.
Wait. I won?
Well, let's call it a draw. I'm Robin Hood. Nice to meet you.
Robin! Robin Hood! The Robin Hood! And you must be the merry men!
So you have heard of us?
Of course! You're the robbers that stand up to the sheriff and his lackeys!
Yes, we steal from those who have stolen from others, and we give to the needy, each what he requires.
Oh, where are my manners? Friar Tuck. Sir, may I join this merry band?
Seems we are worthy.
Well, no one's perfect.
Well, we could use a minister, one who knows when and how to fight instead of fleeing.
You're right, Robin. And I'll follow your lead. I mean, who does as much good as all of you?
Well, then, what are we waiting for? There's plenty to share in the Greenwood. Huzzah! 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 Huzzah!
I think one's enough.
And the band continued to grow in persons and merriment alike. But the dastardly sheriff of Nottingham would not sit idly by as such wanton disregard of Prince John's law spread from Sherwood. Join us next time for more camaraderie in Chapter 2 of Robin Hood and His Merry Men.